Hey, how's it going? Dan Mayo here. This is Season 2, Episode 3. We'll have to explain that now. Of RuMayoNation. Cue the titles. And it's really not worth explaining. My brother went to school with a lad called Jubed, who there's like a board game club at lunchtimes, and they used to go there. They had no business being there. They're usually on the wind up taking the piss, but Jubed would try and like make up these games. And then remember him just dealing out, because it was right by the behaviour unit where I spent quite a lot of my time. Like the mobile huts, you know, the temporary mobile huts. That are, I've got my digression pad, by the way. Did not intend on talking about this. But yeah, like also got a new energy drink to fuel this with. We'll get to that in a second. We're in no way officially affiliated. But it's Rockstar this time. We've moved away from the, what are they called? Fucking Murica Shake or Murica Fizz. What are they called? Ready to rumble.
Not even close, bud. Good.
Anyway. And like he would just like he was just being a knob basically, but then he was dealing out cards and he was saying 3 each, but he started saying three really quick, and now I can't say 3 without saying 3 each, and this was genuinely quick maths.
Quick maths.
Fuck, I would have been like, my brother had to still be at school. He's 2 years older than me, so he must have been in year 11, surely. So he would have been, I'd have been in year 9. Yeah, we're talking like
Zillion, jillion, dillion, cotillion times later.
Yeah, 19 years ago, and I've not been able to let it go. Yeah, three each. But right, without further ado, Gaspar, the energy drink of choice today is Rockstar Energy Drink. And again, contains loads of B vitamins, which means it's healthy. This is like, I've had a cherry Pepsi as well with my lunch, because full disclosure, my wife is in the vicinity with my daughter. So I don't get nervous, but
I'm starting to get a bit shaky, you know? I mean, I'm a little bit weak.
Because there's someone there to verify it or be like, bollocks, if I say things. And obviously, like, I'm scared. Like how she's scared because she says, like, she speaks properly around her mum. Oh, yeah, tomatoes. We had food day yesterday, and there was like this tomato, like, thing they made. It's quite, yeah, it's like couscous and chicken and that, and then it's like tomato, I don't know what you call it. It had oil and tomato in it to like dip bread into. And then, oh yeah, that's really nice. The tomato is really nice. You don't say that at home. You don't put a tease in it. She goes, well, what do you want to say? Amata. I'm not saying say amata. I'm saying say tomato like you would do at home, or tomato, fine. Like something scurried to your mum. But I'm now actually like fully scurried myself because, yeah, she's upstairs. But yeah, so I had a cherry Pepsi, so there's a little bit of caffeine in there. So on top of that, this is, and like the collateral damage will be real, because normally I've got a little bit of time to tit about before anyone comes home, but like I'll be going straight upstairs, like that kid who interrupts the newscaster, like, you know, when his dad, she comes in. Like that. Already the first clip.
The question is, how do democracies respond to those scandals?
And what will it mean for
Brilliant.
For
I was like to my wife, I'm going to make this nice and short. Oh, by the way, I mentioned my wife on, you can get this RuMayoNation pod, at RuMayoNation pod on TikTok. I do little sort of like to camera stuff as well, put clips on there as well. I have done clips. But I did one about like how all lager, oh man, how would you mean how? What was I talking about? This digression pad, because I'm already going like so many different directions. Energy drink. Oh my God, what was I doing? So energy drink. We'll talk about that. We'll get back to that because we're going to try it. And I already had caffeine. There's going to be no buffer because I'm going to go straight upstairs and just be annoying. My wife said, oh man, I've already span out. Like, what am I doing? There's no buffer, Bruce, between like me having a bit of time to piss up before she gets home. Wife, right. So then I was like, and then, oh no, lager. Right, okay. The metaphorical rope around the waist, we're kind of there. Let's just try this first, right? Okay, this is mango with real fruit juice. So it really is actually remarkably healthy. There's no kind of like preamble or spiel like you got with the monster ones. I reckon this is going to be pretty bitty, to be honest. And yeah, it is. It's very bitty bitty. It's bitty bitty bad boy. Yeah, that's very nice. That's lovely. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will address the moustache at some point as well. Yeah, that's really good. I keep saying it. We're in no way affiliated, but like, if they want to get in touch, do you know what I mean? I think this is about 59p pence. What do you want to? Oh, I think it was Bill or Ben that mentioned how they had like coins in their wallet. Oh, and they were like, "Oh no, yeah, it's fine. I've only got bronze ones anyway." What? I've only got bronze ones. Do you mean coppers? Yeah. Well, then say coppers, then, mate. You know. I've just realised where I've got the camera. Like, I've got a little monitor on my camera, and I just need to twirl it back a little bit because I don't know if I really fucked the perspective there. But like, if it's like actually fully flipped, it like I'm looking at myself. If I'm upside down, I'm less likely to look at myself and therefore look at the lens. Yeah, they called it. Oh, you've only got bronze ones, and that just annoyed me. The energy drink's good. Why? For us, yeah, I've been putting clips and little bit twos on at RuMayoNation Pod on TikTok. And I did a little bit about how, I swear the camera's now all squiff. Just don't worry about it, it's fine. You can watch this in its entirety on YouTube. Nobody does, so why the fuck should I care? But, like, I did a bit about how lager, and I'll do it now, right? Just buy the highest percentage for the least money. All lager tastes like shit anyway. It all tastes the same. Like, and as I said in the video, like, oh no, you can taste the pumpernickel hot. Shut up. Shut up. I think I said, shut up. Like, no, it all tastes like fucking fizzy piss. So like, I was in there because we went to this like festival thing on Saturday, and like, I was looking for beers, just have a few tins outside before I get bent over for the fucking vouchers, and we'll get to that. The drink vouchers, man, it's a shakedown, it's a racket, it should be criminal. Criminalised, I believe is the actual correct grammar there. But like, I'm in there and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, there's San Miguel for like 4 cans for like £5.99 or whatever the fuck. Okay, there's Foster's for like £5.22. Like 4 cans. Like, and I'm like, yeah, well, that one then, because it's cheaper. Like, they didn't have special brew in there. I've said this. I've married up. I'm in quite a middle class area now. They wouldn't be seen dead selling fucking hobo fuel. If they did, I'll just get that. I'm drinking it to get pissed. It's not a culinary experience. It tastes of shit. Lager is not nice. If you're supping something for the flavour, don't get a lager. Don't get a cider either. Someone commented on the video going, oh, that's where you want to go cider. I ruined cider. You're ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it.
You're just ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it.
I ruined cider for myself at uni because that's what I used to drink. And, you know, you get just sick of it. And again, I just get a strongbow. Again, like, you know, Frosty Jacks, I'm aware what I'm saying is counterproductive. There's something about, like, you got to really have a long look in the mirror if you're actually buying Frosty Jacks on special brew and you don't sleep on benches. Like, I do think, like, even that you got to care enough about yourself to not do that. So yeah, I ruined cider for myself. But the actual original point I started talking about is someone said, like, something like, who are you kidding? You've not got someone to marry you, or something like that. And it's like, what a shit lie that would be. I think I replied saying, well, you found 2 people stupid enough to have you. So, but like, what? The internet's weird. I was chatting to my wife about this, who exists, right? She's upstairs. I could get her to shout down, Em, do you exist? Because how good this mic is, she won't know, but she does exist. She's up there, right? No, she won't be seen dead on this, obviously. But like, why would I lie about that? Like, do you know what I mean? Do you think I bought this house myself? I didn't. I'm not even on the mortgage, right? If you're listening and you do my car insurance and that, I am still a homeowner. Shut up. But like, people on the internet are weird. I was like, and it's just faceless people, like, who are adults who just go around and talk shit on the internet at people anonymously. And I genuinely, I know it might not come across this way. I don't give a single solitary shit. Right, because it helps the algorithm. Like, one person commented going, not for me, this, or something like that. So I just wrote, what, easier to scroll? He said, no, I just want to give you some feedback. And I replied, okay, it was your algorithm. Like, if you don't want to see this, the last thing you should be doing is fucking commenting on it, mate, because then TikTok's going to go, you've engaged with this, have more mayo in your life, all right? Stupid, but carry on. You're welcome. But yeah, fizzy piss lager. I do have a wife. She does exist. Again, what a shit lie. Like, what a shit lie. What's that even mean? Oh, yeah, right. Like, you got someone to marry you. Like, mate, firstly, I'm a catch. I'm beautiful. Have you seen this moustache? And already that's caused a problem, by the way. Went to town in the morning. My wife, who does exist, was getting her eyebrows done. Again, why would I add such a needless detail? And shouldn't be me getting my eyebrows done in that situation, because look at them.
Look at her. She what? Look at her.
But I had to like, stroll off with my daughter, who also exists, and I had her with that same person who also exists. I think I'm starting to get to that point where I'm protesting too much, and actually I'm just in a storage container somewhere all alone. But we strolled off while she got her eyebrows done, and I saw a record shop, and it looked quite cool. As I went in, though I went to go in, hand went on the handle, and I was like, there was like someone really slammed the brakes, like emergency stop in my head, and went, no, you can't walk in there now. You have a moustache. It's the cliche, it worked like a fucking, you know, in Star Wars when, here's a reference, we'll get the clip, when Darth Maul's like walking, there's that red bit, and Qui-Gon Jinn has a little prayer, and there's like the red screens. I don't know why there are that many red screens, kind of like bulkheads on the Titanic, but like there was cliche avoidance, was Gale, avoidance, Platt, we can't do it, David, that could go on forever.
Reading, Aldershot, Bracknell, you know, I've got a Didcot, Yateley, you know, my Winnersh, Taplow, you know, because I am my own boss, I can Burfield.
I'm gonna find all them pictures as well. Like that was stopping me going in. You can't be a guy with a moustache in a record shop. Not least because my record player don't even work because my dog chewed through the fucking wire. And that was about he's 5 years old. Yeah, I think it was a puppy. That was about 5 years ago. Haven't replaced it. But I'm aware of my limitations as a moustache man now. And the reason I've got it, by the way, if you want to know, a couple of reasons. Missed it when I put the video package together for the new season. Also, it's quite a good visual hook online because people are fucking stupid. Like, I'm sorry. People are fucking stupid. And I can say that out loud. And if you're listening now, you think, yeah, not me. No, you're right. Not you because you're with me. Right? You're in the gang. But people that ain't in the gang are stupid. So a visual hook like a moustache, people pay attention. And I do quite like it. I'm not going to make some bullshit up. It's loosely become affiliated with my Arsenal page as well because I've said I'm not going to shave it off until I get to Arsenal win a major cup. But, like, people are stupid. So just seeing a moustache, they'll go, oh, that's something a bit different. So then they look longer. It's like if I start a video and it's like, you know, I have this ball and I go, oh, is it just me that thinks that Arteta should get more time at the Arsenal? The analysis, the analytics, it's significantly higher. People stick for longer because you're just like, do that or do a little weird thing with your hand. Like, it's bizarre. People are really easily manipulated, and that's why AI is fucking scary, man, because it's tapping into that shit and it's exploiting us and it's fucking cray. But yeah, people are just dickheads on the internet. And like, fine, water of ducks bollocks, mate, because again, it's good for the goose, good for the gander, good for the algorithm. Yeah? And that's TikTok. Still not entirely sure what the fuck I've just spoken about that whole time. And we've done 12 minutes. And I'm to my wife, who exists, like, I'm going to try and keep it shorter because obviously, like, everyone's at home for half term, so less obvious time to do things. Do you know what I might treat myself to a little ear pop, and I've got a little ear update for you, actually. It's loads easier to do now. Oh, fuck, I'm still so loud, though. Jesus Christ. So, I had that. Did I tell you about the consultation meeting I had? Basically, like, so for those who don't know, to bring it up to speed, previously on RuMayoNation Season 1, I was, like, deaf in this ear really bad. Not much better in this ear. But if I did the Valsalva maneuver and I could hear, like, I could hear, like, more clearly, but then it would gradually get worse again. Went in to Specsavers to get my ears, like, suctioned, to get, like, shit out in case it was like that's the first elbow back. I don't care if you broke your elbow on the season. It's nice. Good to be back, baby. Good to be back.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
And I went to Specsavers and they were like, because they do ears as well. I went in the wrong place before you fucking start. Like, and they were like, oh no, we can't do it, but you've got like what looks like a polyp, like a growth in your ear. So, oh shit, okay, Prob's dying now. Got a doctor's appointment, excuse me, and went there, and then, yeah, they were like, oh yeah, no, there's clearly like what we think is a cholesteatoma. It's like a benign skin growth, essentially, in your ear, like in your middle ear. So I did some CT scans, and then I finally met the middle ear specialist, and he was like chill as fuck. Looked a bit too much like a mate of mine, which just, you go, but that guy's a fucking idiot. So it was hard to take medical advice seriously from someone who looked identical to someone who I had to once, like, cut out of his jeans, and then he uttered the words, sorry about my penis, as I was doing it, and then this guy's giving like medical advice. But he was like, there's not really that much concerning on your CT scan. I was like, okay, well, that's good. He's like, yeah, it's just a bit weird because based on the symptoms you're telling me and what we're expecting to see, we weren't expecting to see something bad, but we were expecting to see something a bit more substantial than what is. Like, so, okay, well, that's good then. And he was like, so can you do the Valsalva maneuver, like the ear pop? I was like, yeah. He's like, does it help? I was like, yeah. What, both ears? I'm like, yeah. He's like, really? Even the one with the collar? I was like, yeah. So just then, so I won't be able to. So I just felt that one like viscerally go and clog up again. So what it is, as well as the cholesteatoma, which we'll get to in a bit more detail in a second, because I know you're on tenterhooks, I've got low pressure in my ears. Like, I don't know, has an airplane got high or low pressure? But I'm living like either a lot more like an airplane than I'd like, or a lot less like an airplane than I'd like. But I've got low pressure in my eardrums, which is gradually pulling my eardrums inward, right? And then what's then happened on the left is happened a bit more than the right. Where I think I've perforated that drum in the past, it's exacerbated that. I'm not entirely sure. That's based on really not a lot. I'm just deduction and common sense, which I'm aware is a precarious thing to use with my brain. But then what's happened is this skin formation has started to build up where like your ears, the wax goes in and out, it clears through on a pathway. And sometimes what happens is when the eardrum comes in a bit, it doglegs and the skin cells kind of get stuck and they become their own growth, and they then they don't like pressure. If they're under duress, they start sort of pushing out, right? So the idea now is to keep this maintained, is to create like a cavity by keeping it clean, so it's got nowhere to get, essentially, because it can go like burrowing into your fucking brain and all that sort of shit and get pretty gnarly. But again, very, very rare, and that's why they do the CT scan to see where it is, etc. But we'll get to that with more detail in a second. God, I'm fucking juggling. I'm spinning so many plates here, and that can get clipped. For those who are watching, it was just wanked off loads of men. But again... And that it really isn't the first time. On the podcast, it looks like that. Not that I've done that. Grow up. I will do clips. They'll be on my OnlyFans. But only Dan's. It was easy. But yeah, I've got low pressure in the ears. And where I did the Valsalva maneuver, he was surprised that it made a difference on that ear as well. So essentially, I used to diagnose myself as having something I would coin narrus canalis, where whenever I got a cold or an illness, my ears would go... I try to listen. I've got narrow ear canals. It's a disease. Narrus canalis. It affects 1 in 6 people. Look it up. God. Not really gloopy. And I just thought my ear canals were really narrow. Apparently, that is actually a thing. And my eustachian tubes are probably just quite narrow. He had a little look at the other one. He said they're all healthy. There's nothing wrong with them. But maybe they're just a bit narrow. So we could potentially do this procedure which opens up your eustachian tubes, which might help. There's also the Valsalva maneuver. And I was like, well, the lady at Specsavers told me to not do that. And he was like... Why? I was like, I don't know. He was like, no, do it. I was like, I think she was worried I was going to perforate my eardrums. He was like, to be honest, another treatment plan we were discussing before you come in was giving you grommets. It's going to have to happen. But if you just perforate your eardrums, you'd save us a job. So it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if you were to do it. So he's like, Valsalva maneuver away, my friend. Like, just pop your ears. He's giving me these like steroid, they're like allergy up your nose. Got to do that twice a day. And my hearing's improving, and I know this because my wife, I've heard her muttering shit behind my back, and I'm like, oh yeah, Rich. She's like, oh, you wouldn't normally hear that. So like, yeah, I'm learning real truths. I'm learning truths about how people feel about me, and that's one of the symptoms, the side effects that weren't in the fucking leaflet of the Pyretes. But yeah, but then with this side, is like, surgery is an option, but we can kind of manage it. So if you're happy, you can come in for like every sort of 3-6 months, and they basically suck the shit out. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm happy to do that. It's like some people just don't want to. I'm like, no, for now, when I've got the little girl who does exist, like, let's just kind of maintain it, and then possibly we'll talk surgery in the future. It was like, it really is so insignificant. And I was like, my main thing about the surgery is they have to drill into like the back of your like skull here, and you have a nerve that controls all your face. I think I spoke about this in the past. So I'm a bit concerned that I'm like going to be like, you know what I mean? So I mentioned that to him, and he was like, do you know what? Where it is, like, I feel like we could potentially go in this way. So just putting a little incision on the, you get a little knobbly bit of your ear, like the face side of the ear lug hole. He's like, I could maybe punch the mic. I can maybe go in here and get it out, because it's like literally just the other side of that eardrum. It's really not deep in at all. But for the time being, as long as we keep the cavity area clean, the cholesteatoma doesn't want to fight anywhere. It's chilling where it is.
I'm just waiting for a mate.
So yeah, it's just maintenance now, baby. But my hearing's definitely improving. It's been hurtful, emotionally rather than physically. But yeah, that's the update. Not dying, not even as bad as they thought, and they didn't think it was going to be bad. So we've got at least 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 seasons of this to go. Everyone just relax. I have genuinely, so I've got the only thing. No, technically, I did speak about the festival briefly because I've got the beer. The drink token situation is bollocks, and I'm just going to double check this because you go there and don't get distracted. I'm going to have to.
Jillion, cotillion times later.
Right. Okay, yeah. So the drink token situation. The drink token. Head slipping. the drink token situation is, I think I said token, then fuck off, that's the best you're getting, is definitely bullshit, right? So it was a fake festival, tribute bands, etc. All fine, no dramas. What's going to annoy me now is to put a poll into the chat. I'm going to keep getting poll notifications. I'm going to put do not disturb on the phone because it's detrimental to the podcast and my life right now. But you buy tokens, so the tokens are worth, so it's £5 essentially. A token is a £5. Why you can't just pay a £5, I don't fucking know. But what made it a double Megan unacceptable?
Excuse me, Megan, that behaviour's unacceptable. I don't like it.
Is this. I'm going to put the picture there because I'm just verifying it. So drink tokens are £5 each, right? So you go, okay, oh, what each? Again, we're not getting into that explanation. It's fucking stupid. Like more pointless than the stupid one. Oh my god, that's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard. Can we hear it again? Do we have time?
That's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again? Do you have time?
It's £5 a token, but then they add on the bloody bit. So it's a big tent, it's a big marquee, and then the bar's there, and then there's a little railing, and on that side of the bar is where you buy your tokens. You buy your tokens there, and then you go around the railing, and you're on the table is transferable. It literally, like, there weren't even as much as a cursory bit of electrical tape to separate the two fucking bits of space, where you then give them the drink token voucher card thing to get your drink. I've got to be honest, I don't feel like it saved any time. Like, it was never more than sort of 3 or 4 deep at the bar, and that was an absolute push. Most of the time you walk straight up. Like, maybe you could say, oh, it saves time of the transaction, but nowadays with contactless, I just don't feel like it's worthwhile. But what was the most, like, Megan about it is this bloody thing, and I put it up here. Well, you look at it and you go, okay, it's like a tiered system. So, okay, well, 1 token's £5, 2 tokens, £10, 3 tokens, £15, 4 tokens, that's £20, 5 tokens, that's £25, 6 tokens, that's £30. How much is 12 tokens? That's £60. And all the numbers are there, as you'll see. How much is for 20 tokens then? Well, that's £100. That's just £5 a token. If you're going to have the fucking tiered system, then there's got to be like an incentive to buy bulk. Otherwise, just say it's £5 to fucking go, mate. Because when you get to where it's £100 for 20 tokens, that's still just £5 a token. Like, you'd expect, because I was reading it, and I was sitting there thinking...
I'm sitting there thinking, and you're sitting there thinking, well, and you're sitting there thinking, and you're sitting there thinking...
Well, so what, if we were to get like 6, are we better off? Do you save a few quid by buying more at the time? No. So then just say it's £5 a fucking token. What are you doing? It's the least efficient fucking process that creates no more efficiency. It's just, I don't know, like, what do you mean? How? Like, what? Why?
Why?
Like, why? Genuine question. I might have to email them. It's bothered me that much. Why? Why are you doing this?
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Like, at the very least, why have you then got it? Like, as in, like, someone's going, so it's £5 a token. It is, yeah, it's £5 a token. So if I wanted 8 tokens, well, that'd be 8 times 5, wouldn't it? So 40. Yeah. Thank God the fucking chart was there to fucking answer that for me. Because, like, it's stupid. And of course we didn't then spend. We had loads of spread at the end. Do you know what? Underrated. Just fucking going home. Just going home. We saw, we actually sat outside on the park bench with a couple that we know who've just had a kid and stuff. And we're like, oh, we're about the area. They live nearby. Do you want to have a few drinks before we go in? Because it was Blondie. We could hear it from outside the tent anyway. Not that bothered. So they came along. We had a few beers, caught up. Then myself and my wife went in, who does exist, went in. And then that can't be said every time, but it will be. Then they sodded off. And it was just us. And it was fine in there, right? We watched then the Killers, who are good. The guy couldn't do is it falsetto when it's high pitched? He couldn't do those notes. Whenever it got to those notes in the Killers songs, you just hold the mic out. And one of my tunes I wanted him to do, because it's an absolute bop, is the Man. I got gas in the tank. I got money in the bank. That one. I got news for you, baby. You're looking at the man. Right, that one. He couldn't, like, and I'm not a fucking singer, obviously, but like he couldn't even get there. Like, so I was like, oh, that song ain't happening then. So that finished. Oh, it was Foo Fighters first, actually. Then it was Killers. Foo Fighters were fine. It reminds me because it did the song from, you know, the Spider-Man one. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. That one, right? I remember trying to watch Spider-Man at the cinema, and it was at 12. So I was 11, and it was a lad called Stephen something beginning with M. Like, that's going to bother me a lot. It's McLaren. Stephen McLaren. My brain is such a fucking enigma. Why would I remember that? Stephen McLaren, and like I remember he had like a rotten front tooth, and like I don't know where the fuck he is now, but if you're ever finding yourself watching this, mate, I hope you're well. We went to school together and stuff, and then we were gonna go to the cinema, and we had to start doing the thing like back in the day. I don't know if this is even still a thing now, but it's like, I guess it is when you try and like get into a club younger than you are, but they just ID everyone now, don't they? But like, you know, you're rehearsing your date of birth, and you're rehearsing it. All right, 23rd of the 6th, no, 23rd of the 6th, 1990, 23rd of the 6th, 1990. So I'm trying to like make myself 1 year older, and I'm like to him, right, okay, Stephen, imagine I plucked his birthday out now. I swear it was like the 17th of September, but we have no way of verifying that, but it was for the benefit of this. Right, so you're the 17th of the... What's the name? 17th of the 9th, 1990. 17th of the 9th, 1990. And I remember being like, 17th of 1990, 17th of 1990. We get there, and yeah, of course we fucking get date of birth checks, because that's just how they did it. It's what's your date of birth, and if you answered it, like, in you go. And this was before 12A, because I remember when 12A first started happening, my mum used to go in and just lie and go, yeah, the 12, when we weren't. And I'd ask date of births. When 12A then become a thing, she no longer had to do that. I don't know what the sort of the red tape official kind of stance on that is. But like, we get there, and of course we get age checked, and I'm like, yeah, no worries, 23rd of the 6th, 1990. Bang, over to you, Stephen. Stephen absolutely forgets what the fuck numbers even are. And he's like, and he eventually goes, I don't know, but I'm definitely 12. And the guy was like, no, you're not watching Spider-Man, lads. So then we'd already bought the tickets for Spider-Man. So then let's go watch fucking Rat Race instead. It had Mr. Bean in it, as in not as Mr. Bean. Would have been a better film if it had Mr. Bean in it. Yeah, I remember that being like, I really wanted to watch Spider-Man. Yeah, and do you know what? Stephen McLaren, if you're watching, you really fucking let the side down there, mate. You really fucking did. I'll tell you what, though. Peak people watching, man, at those sort of things. When it's just you and your wife, who does exist. By the way, I forgot to even go for this. Speaking of things that are biddy-biddy. Gold bar, bitty bitty bad boy. I've not had one of these since like the Vietnam War. And do you know what? I'm just going to treat myself. And do you know what? These like, this sort of chocolate can be very hit and miss. I'm not into Caramac, but like sometimes I am. It's a bit like, oh yeah, they're bitty bitty bad boy, mate. Like, it's a bit like them cheese tuck biscuits. You know the ones that got the cheese in like the inside. By the way, I'm officially tall. All right? Stop the press. 5'9.5". Average height of a UK male, I believe. Might have gone up since, but I Googled it when I Googled it, and I'm happy with it. I'm sticking with it. So final answer. No, we're not doing a Chris Tarrant impression now, but I've got multiple personality disorder for sure. Me and my wife were chatting about this on the way to the festival, actually. Can't remember why. But she was like, you're so on the borderline of having like multiple personalities. So okay. Well, that's good to know. But like, maybe that's why I like... Oh, and the reason I'm tall is because someone asked me to reach for cheese. I really can't... The digression pad is for shit, isn't it?
Your intensity is for shit. Win.
Someone at the shop earlier on was like, oh, yeah, would you be able to just get that cheese for me? I was like, oh, fucking yeah. Won't even have to get my tiptoes. Up you get. There we go. Just one pack, is it? I could do more. Yes, that was quite novel. But maybe that's multiple personality is why sometimes I like things and sometimes I don't. So this sort of chocolate, like Caramac, and like those cheese tuck biscuits with the cheese inside, sometimes kill them with fire, get fucked, get it away from me. I'd sooner drink battery acid. Other times, I'm like, fucking get it in my mouth, up my arse. I'm fucking all in, baby. You know what I mean, though? If I was to say to you, the cheese in those tuck biscuits and this chocolate, if I was to say to you, they're like hairy food, would that translate? It's like hairy. You breathe it in. I'm just in your mouth now, and you get a kind of hairy feeling down your throat, or am I just mentally ill? They're not mutually exclusive. But yeah, shit. People watching. Oh, we were at stress on the way there. Once again, Royal Mail, Meghan, and this is, do you know what, this is season 1. We already had this Meghan. Stop just leaving our shit outside our house and describing it as a safe place. All right? Stop doing that. So my wife, who exists, needs a laptop. Again, what an intricate lie. It's because she's done some marking for like different exam boards. There's a certain software that won't work on her school computer that she has because she's a teacher. Again, I've already fleshed out this lie. I've given her career prospects and everything. But she needs a new computer. I kind of needed a new computer too. I've got this one I do my digital media stuff with, but I wanted one that I could kind of like just watch porn on no, downloading stuff and just things that I wouldn't want to clog up on my good computer. Just one that I can sort of chuck my shit on, right? And so I was like, okay, let's just fucking go in. You need it, I need it. When it's marking season, it's yours. When it's not, I can use it for I get little snide audiobooks and stuff like that, right? Naughty, but okay, it's all right. I'm hustling, all right. I'm not made of money. Books are fucking expensive, all right. I feel like education and entertainment via books especially, that should be accessible to more people, and that's not the case. With Audible going up and all that shit takes the piss. By the way, audiobooks on Spotify, I was like, I'm all in, baby. Then I got cut off halfway a book, being like, you've actually had your 15 hours of free listening included. Fucking mother, you got to point out before I start a book. I can't start something and not finish it. I never do that. People watching. Oh, Royal Mail, Meghan. Fucking. So we get the laptop. We find it's like a little refurb thing from Black Market. And it's a pretty good bit of kit, right? I think it costs about 300 quid. And it's like, I think it's like 1.5, like new. So, by the way as well, click fair condition. Oh, I forgot to even say underrated, just fucking going home. When we get there, after the Killers, oh my God, this is insanity, innit? Wasn't that a Peter Andre song as well? Fuck off! We can't do this now. Yeah, we saw the Killers. Falsetto couldn't do it. And then it was Queen last up. And then we went and got a bit of food from this like Greek stall. And it was like, they were just about to pack down, so it was really like piss warm. But then we just sat there. And then my wife was like, I need to put a note down for this digression. What was I fucking talking about before that? Oh yeah, Royal Mail. And she was like, we just sort of sat there thinking. And then she was like, would you mind just like not seeing Queen? And I was like, I'm okay. I'm good to go if you want to go. Yeah, I just feel like I'm done. Okay, cool. Let's just fucking go then. So it was like 9:10. We just left, went home by 9:45. M's mum had been looking after Libertine. Again, it's a right complex web, this lie, but there was like in-laws and everything. Childcare provisions are required, even though they're completely fictitious. And I said I didn't care about the comments, and I don't. It's just that's so fucking stupid that it's made me care. It's such a stupid comment. And I've seen some fucking comments in my time. But, yeah, we get back, and obviously then, I'm just being a twat, obviously, because I've had a few fucking shandies. And, yeah, it's just underrated. She was done. I was called to be done too, so we just fucking went home. Back in the day, I'd have been like, no, we've paid to beer, Queen are on, and I'm not that bothered. She's more into Queen than I am, so if Herder wants to go, I was like, okay, well, let's just fucking dip then, it's fine. Underrated. Then we got a good amount of sleep, but still shit sleep because you've been drinking. And you've been sleeping, and it's like, this ain't sleep, because you're so aware. I don't get hangovers, and again, we've had this in season 1. Oh, if you don't drink enough, trust me, he drinks, all right? That's why I've got this gif on lock. This clip on lock, whatever you want to call it. He drinks, right? I've gone out in Birmingham and woke up in a different city. I woke up once thinking I was in France because I was at the fucking Channel. I was out in Northampton to start with. I drink enough, right? I might be a lightweight, potentially, fine. But once I've got some fucking reps under the belt, I can go, all right? Everything goes in, up. We're fucking ready to rumble. I just don't get hangovers. I don't know if there's a biological proclivity for it, a genetic thing. Apparently my dad didn't get them either. I don't know him now to ask. My mum said she doesn't remember him ever getting hangovers, but he did used to drink a lot. He drinks. So yeah, I still sleep like shit though, because you're drunk, so you're dizzy in your sleep, so it really fucks your shit up, and you're just aware of I don't feel fucking tickety-booed the next day, but I've never been over a bog, I've got a crunching headache. You just feel a bit shit, and it's not real sleep, is it? And then the next day it was again, we had our daughter, who exists, and I was sat there, my wife, who also exists, and Libertine, I love her so much, but just shut the fuck up and leave me alone. That's where we were at that point. And she was just being like, oh, I just want this. Oh, where's my puppy? Oh, got this thing. Oh, I'm going to get this. Can I have the baby from upstairs? I want the other baby from upstairs. Where's my Pokemon, bro? And I checked the time, and it was 7:45. And I was like, motherfucker, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this all day. So I just hit up my mum, how would you like the unique opportunity of having a tyrannical 3-year-old for the day? And I drove my daughter to my mum, who also exists. And now they don't. I just drove an empty car there and back again for the lie, just in case that guy's looking. And I just left her there for 4 or 5 hours. We got some Pizza Hut. We watched this TV show From. Yeah, Mayo's official seal of recognition, man. Bam. It's very Lost. It's like the horror Lost. It's the first show in so long. What was I talking about? Royal Mail. We'll get there. It's the first show in so long that as the episode ends, you're checking the time going, can we get away with another one? You press the next episode and it's like 43 minutes. Yes, because you know it's going to include a recap that's basically just the last episode all over again. And the title thing that's got it's Que Sera, but like really liberties taken with it. It takes long. So you know that's about 6 minutes of recap and intro titles. That's about 37 minutes. We can survive that. Let's go on to the next episode. It's hooking you. By the way, when it comes to singing songs, this is a tangent, but it makes sense. My daughter, so fucking funny. She sings songs now, but then she just kind of gets jazzy with it at the end. So say she's singing like the Okie Kokie or Incy Wincy Spider. When she gets to the last bit of the song, climbs up the spout again. Then she'll go, and the Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again. She gets kind of like Alex Turner about it, like, oh, they'll get, and he's going, that's what it's, obviously without the voice, but obviously my way, and that's what it's all about. And then like you clap, and then she's like, I said, that's what it's all about. Like, and then you clap again. She's like, I said, that's what it's all about. And then she'll start bowing like that is fucking class. But again, Sunday morning, fuck off, don't want to hear it. But yeah, adorable, go show your nan, who does exist, Nanny Nuna, because she's an Arsenal fan, Guna, and that's stuck, right? But fuck me, yeah, From good, mate. It's been a long time since there's been a show like that, where it's a bit corny in places, but at the end of every episode, you're like, you fuckers, you got me again. I need to see what happens next. And they don't show what happens next in the next 10, 15 minutes of the next episode, because that's not the way the fucking brain works. But yeah, it's been a minute, but it's good. So we sat, we chilled, we got Pizza Hut in the day. Crazy shit, man. Because like, so we go pick it up. It's just easier with her M's again because she exists and is a teacher. She's on that blue light thing now, and she gets like a dispensation for her Pizza Hut, and that's really cool. But like, it's just cheaper if you go and get it, right? So she was like, "Oh, do you want to get it, or should I go get it?" And I was like, "Oh, we can both go get it." She's like, oh, fucking hell, yeah. It doesn't even occur to you that you can just get in the car together and go and do something. And then we get back, we eat pizza, we watch some TV. My wife falls asleep because, of course, she does. But you know what? It's fine. She's falling asleep, and that's good. Fine. Because I'm just going to chill, watch some shit on YouTube. Whereas if she goes to sleep with my daughter's at home, it's like, oh, that's bullshit. That's cheating. That doesn't count. You better be clocking in and out. It's like when you're late for work, you've got to work an extra 15 minutes. I know you're only a minute late. Fuck off. And that's bullshit, by the way. Get fucked with that. If that's how it's going to work and I'm 1 minute late and I've got to work 15 minutes or even some half hour some places to make up for it, then I'll start in 29 minutes time. Fuck with me. Also, Megan, I think I did this in season 1 when I used to finish work at 1 o'clock and I'd ring up to the office at 1 o'clock like, hey, can I go now? Oh, someone's eager. Will you buy the phone? Yeah, of course I fucking was. I'm not here for a fucking hobby, love. I'm here to get paid and leave. Cheers. I'll see you later. Yes, it was a good weekend, all in all, actually. But Royal Mail nearly fucked it up from the start. So, the laptop. Of course, it's due to be delivered that day when we're out and about. I went to go and do football presentation in the day, and that went really nicely, to be fair. The parents of the players got me, like, a card with, like, vouchers in it and that. And it means a fucking lot. I'm really bad at receiving gifts, so luckily I was at home. Put a little WhatsApp message in, like, cheers, guys, it's great. But there's just a lot going on as it is, a lot of moving parts, and we want to go and have a good time. Laptop's going to arrive. Fuck, okay, message my neighbour. I'm like, mate, are you going to be in? He's like, well, I'll be in a bit, but, like, yeah. But Em's like, don't worry about it. I've rescheduled the delivery for Wednesday instead. Perfect. De nada. We crack on. We move. We're literally on the way to get a bit of McDonald's action on the way in because we're not stupid. You got to eat some food before you start drinking, right? And we get a message. Your item's been delivered. It's been left in your safe place. We don't have a safe place. That's just the front of our house. What do you mean left it in a safe place? Don't worry. We brought a jackhammer with us. We've just cultivated you a little underground storage bunker. The combination for it is. It's not the safe place. That's just the fucking front door of a house that you've lent it on. I think in their defence, they put it slightly in the bush. Oh, when will the Kremlin get in touch with you to espionage for them, you fuckers? Jesus Christ. When that thing goes round, you have 24 hours to hide a paperclip and the top detective's got 24 hours to find it where you're putting it. They'll know the answer for sure, but it's the safe place for such a fucking house. I know maybe I'm just lingering on like where I grew up on a fucking shit estate where it's like, that's just getting jacked. Could be fucking crap all in there. Could be the best thing in the world. It's going regardless. But anyway, bailed my mate. I was like, man, they've left it outside. We'd be able to go grab it. So he's like, yeah, sure thing. He's like, I did grab it, but as I was grabbing it, the post van had driven past and just saw him go around and grab it. I'm like, good. I hope that fucker's sweating now. I hope he's fucking sweating now. Because that safe place, the impenetrable safe place, has been unpicked by the time it took him to get up the road, round, and back again. But I put it in a safe place. How did they fucking work it out? It's about yay fucking big and propped up against the front fucking door, mate. Do you mean if you're going to put it in the bushes, at least paint the box green?
Are you kidding? That's unfair. She made those. I need to calm down. Everything's fine.
Amanda.
I'm an adult.
So yeah, all's well that ends well. But Royal Mail, sort your fucking shit. I expect it from like Every and Amazon and that when it's just cowboys with a car. I get that. But like Royal Mail, do better. Give me that red slip, but it means I need to go to the fucking sorting office and have that whole fucking debacle. Do you have your ID? Do you reckon I've just got into someone's house, collected the red slip and gone, well, fuck it, I've burgled all the other fucking shit. Let's see what they've ordered as well. Oh, come off it, mate. Fuck me, I'm not that thorough as a burglar. Oh shit, people watching as well. I'm going to run out of time. People watching, but I'm just going to put this out there right away. If you're going to the same place as your wife to get your hair cut and you basically have the same trim, I wonder how you get on in life. You know, you see like women with a French crop and you're like, man, at what point does women just go, yeah, do you know what? Fuck it. I'll have what he's having. It is mental, isn't it? Like, at what point? And I know there's a conversation to be had where, like, you see what you think is like a youngish woman with really long hair, and you go, oh, fuck, right? Okay, fine, that exists, that happens. But like when you get into the point where you're walking into the barbers with your wife and it's like, who wants to go first? Oh, don't matter, we're getting the same thing. Like, I just wouldn't have it. Like, I know it's all body autonomy, right? I couldn't tell my wife what to do or not do. But like, can you not get a French crop, please? Because not a homosexual, that's why I married you. Can you maybe not get the haircuts that are still inexplicably in the sort of barber windows that are clearly like fucking browning off a little bit where the fucking style's so old? Like if your wife is walking in and pointing to like some fucking yellowing picture in the fucking window going, I'll have that please. No, you fucking won't. Are you serious? It's fucking insane to me. I don't know, I don't get it. I don't get it. Certain people are so fucking beautiful they can have like a skinhead and they're hot, right? That's fine. Exhibit A, right? Exhibit A. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just can't abide that shit. I think it every time I see it. I've got other things to say as well, but I'm going to save them to next week. Spoilers, I hit an all-time low of the way I live my life. But we'll get to that next time. Because for now, we need to get into like real quick spotted drama. I'm getting distracted by my phone again. That's always going to happen. Yeah, spotted drama where I go into... do you know what? I've decided to start doing this a bit fucking raw, like I do my Facebook memories. So there might be something, there might be not. But I go into the local like community group and see what the goss is. There's a lost black kite, like the bird. How would you even know? Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's still missing. How would you even know? Oh, is that it? Could have been. Is that it? Could have been. Is that it? They're birds, man. Like soz. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being thick there. Planning permission stuff. ADHD support group. Who would need that? Looking for a lash tech. I don't think like tech gives it a thing more like gravity than what it is they're actually doing. And I could be wrong there. Maybe I'm just an idiot. Is anyone selling an adult bike bracket 5'10" in Wixham's? Fuck, that's a tall bike. It's taller than me. That can reach the cheese. If there was me and that bike in Aldi earlier, I should have asked the bike to reach the fucking cheese singles. 5'10", they mean like for the person that's 5'10", right? Yeah, it must be. Like, they've got a penny farthing I could borrow. Someone's giving away a goal. We've actually had that exact goal and we just threw it in the bin. Because you realise, like, a football goal you get in your garden, unless it's like mega or your kid's like 4, it just doesn't work. What you've just done there is find yourself having to replace footballs every fucking weekend. Everyone's always looking for these like one set of slabs. I think they're like Universal, used like very, very communist with the slabs here. And like people want more of them, obviously, to cover more of their ground. And always trying to get them on the cheap. And if someone puts them up there, people are like flies on shit, mate. Straight round. Right, okay, do you know what? I just want to keep it short. I was like, yeah, about 30, 35 minutes long, who does exist. Facebook memories. Going to my Facebook memories. Fucking raw. Judge myself for the post I used to make. Is my daughter having a tantrum? Yeah, about something or other. Okay. 3 years ago today. Right, pilot episode in the can. The underscore is my is Sick of It Pod. Because this is going to be called Sick of It Pod. Or Sick of It Podcast. I don't know why I changed it, but that was 3 years ago. That's what I mean, man. You just pick up and drop things. 7 years ago, I'm creating my DJ set for something or other. I'm actually not using Spotify then. That's professionalism is, and that is what I want. 8 years ago today, cup, question mark. What? Like, what the fuck? 9 years ago today, we went to see Pete Doherty in Coventry. Oh, man, that was rough because we went, Pete, of course, was late. You have to expect that, right? If you go see Peter Doherty, you need to just accept he's going to be late. Then we missed the last train, and we were like, oh, no, it'll be all right, fuck it. We'll just stay in some boozers and get the earliest train home. We found one place that was open till like 2:30. They turfed us out. There's one place that was open till 3, but the first train went to 6:30. So we're like, oh, fuck. And I think we ended up getting like a late hotel. And we did the whole, like, you don't think of like, oh, do you have any, like, I left my charger here before? And then, yeah, there's a fucking bucket full of chargers. Just help yourself to. 10 years ago today, not interesting at all. 15 years ago, that exam was easy. Smiley face. Yeah, we'll see what the results are saying. Oh, I fucking nailed that. Almost certainly didn't. 16 years ago today, when he hears the 5-bell chime, Fireman Dan is there on time, putting on his coat and hat in less than 7 seconds flat. He's always on the scene. Fireman Dan. His engine's bright and clean. Fireman Dan. You cannot ignore. Dan is the hero. And I've just given up. I gave up for next door. I had like 7 more letters, and I must have gone, oh, this is fucking stupid, just not bothered. 16 years ago, breakfast time. Fuck me. Everyone that was friends with me then really got the peak, didn't they? They really got the peak of my bullshit. Yeah. Okay. Do you know, we're more or less done. It feels a bit of do you know what, memories, it's always a risk. It could end on a damp squib. There's really not much else to say. Is there something I can bring it round with to just get it all nice and neat? No. Do you know what? No, do you know what? That's what it is. It's raw. There's nothing that interesting in there. That's life, okay? Doesn't always have to be a crescendo, all right? Sometimes it's just it was, and we go home. This has been RuMayoNation. You can watch it in its entirety on YouTube. You can get me on TikTok at RuMayoNation Pod. My wife does exist. Like, share, tell your mates. How did 35 minutes go? Good question. Yeah, cool. All right. Usual shit. I need to go walk the dog now. It's pissing down all day as well. Usual shit. Shut up then.
Another one right there. That's another one, pal.
Cut it out.
You through? Not even close, bud. Good. You got one more, right?